Hello everyone and welcome back to the last of the chassis variant series for the Night Gyrs. This is the Delta, and as we all know the clans love their D versions. So, the Delta is probably one of the best choices for the Night Gyr outside of the Prime. It is a monstrous LRM boat, carries 4 LRM-20s with a couple of energy weapon backups, namely it has a medium pulse laser and a large pulse laser, with the medium pulse being in the head and the large pulse being in the, I believe it's in the CT. Yes. So the missiles are split between the arms and the torsos, and it carries plenty of ammunition for these launchers, and as such is just a walking death machine. Once it gets into a solid position behind the team and is capable of just picking on a single target, the Delta becomes a bit more of a fire and forget weapons platform. Most enemies that are unfortunately in its line of fire can't survive 80 missiles being rained on them regularly and fired in chain. Even in hot environments like Tourmaline, it can still deliver quite a few salvos before it starts to reach its heat limit. It's also helped by the fact that it has plenty of armour to survive numerous attacks up close, and the 2 weapons, although they're limited, can do a decent amount of damage in return. Overall, the Delta is probably one of the best versions of the Night Gyr out there, and is certainly one that I think you should probably take into consideration when you want to pick up a couple of these mechs. Obviously, this is increased effectively by the skills, increasing the ammunition count, increasing the heat dissipation and the armour amounts, and extending the range using some of the skills with velocity as well. It just makes it even more deadly. It's a mech I've taken out consistently in the past for certain events that PGI have run, and certain internal tour events that have been run, and the Delta has just been really solid worker. You need a mech that does a certain amount of damage. Night Gyr Delta can easily rack up that damage score for you. If you need something that can get you kills, most damage dealt, or assists, the Delta is an easy one for that as well. It's such a straightforward mech. It does a hell of a lot of damage very quickly, and honestly, it's some of the best fun I've had in the clan heavy selection for quite a long time. It's just so much fun. This round on Tourmaline, it was a case where I think the other team, a lot of their light mechs went in first, and I think what happened was the enemy team's lights tried to go in first to cause a distraction, basically fragment the line, and that would allow their mediums, heavies and assaults to push in behind them. But unfortunately, I think the mediums and the assaults either got stalled by the surprising amount of LRM fire that was brought on this match, not just me, I think there were a couple of other LRM boats, or they just wanted to try and sit back and fire. So unfortunately it meant that the light mechs ended up just getting focused down very early on, and yeah, after that it was a mop-up operation. I think I do get dropped at some point in this fight, but I do a hell of a lot of damage. I think I cause a lot of damage to a couple of mechs. I can't remember if I get kills or not. I think I get at least one. And yeah, for the amount of time that I'm up, I do a hell of a lot of damage. And yeah, it just emphasises the fact that the Delta version is so deadly. If this is the kind of thing that ever does see the light of day in a BattleTech sequel, or some kind of DLC in the future, Jesus, this thing would be a default a heavy to bring in your lance, for instance, because yeah, the damage is just insane with this thing. But yeah, that's that. So that will pretty much wrap up the Night Gyrs. 2 big thumbs up for this one, definitely worth picking up. Next we'll be going over to the assaults, so we're getting close to the end of the chassis series, and after that I will be coming back to a few other designs. I know the linebacker prime isn't on the list, so I'll be finishing up getting that video done. A couple of other versions, and then Mondays we'll turn to videos for other games, which has been an intention that I've had for a long time, and yeah, getting that done. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video, have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye!
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.